All right, here's a story where I really beefed it. I mean, beefed it with with my idol. Okay, are you guys? None of you guys know the Pixies. Are you fans of the Pixies?
I know the Pixies.
Okay,
yeah.
Joey Santiago is absolutely, for me. I've talked about how music is my sports. Guitar players are 100% like, the pitchers or whoever you make that comparison.
Quarterback or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That or the goalie, that sort of thing. So Joey Santiago.
Drummers are always the goalie. Drummers are always.
Sorry,
I agree with that.
So Joey Santiago is, and I don't. Again, you guys are musicians, so you probably can appreciate this so much more than me as a music listener. I think Joey Santiago's guitar playing is so incredible and out of the box, and this dude tortures this guitar. He makes guitars wail like human sounds from like mechanical instruments, whatever. I think I revere him for his playing and the parts he contributes to the songs on these albums that I love so much. My friend Rich and I were going to see the Pixies at the Brooklyn Steel right in New York City. And it's a venue, relatively new venue in Brooklyn. We're walking down the sidewalk. We parked the car, walking down the sidewalk, and I noticed the entrance is over on the other side of the block, but I noticed this guy standing by himself, and he's facing a brick wall, like make out with the wall, bro. Like make out with the wall. He's wearing a cabbie hat. It's like a houndstooth cabbie hat. He's smoking
I got lots of
Newsies.
And I go, who the fuck is this guy like making out with the brick wall? What a weirdo. Like, and as I'm walking up, we walk by him. We walk past him. And that's when I realized who it is. It's Joey Santiago. And I communicate this to my friend Rich I grab his arm and I squeeze his arm as tightly as I can. I don't say a word. I just go like this. And I pull him towards where he can see, and he sees what I see. We never exchange words. My eyes shoot out of my head. And I immediately, without even thinking about it, without hesitation, I just begin to furiously suck his dick. No,
straight to his knees.
Yeah, no. I make a beat. Hold on. Let me finish this. I make a beeline. What's up?
Who is Jeff Santiago?
What?
Where in the world is Jeff Santiago?
Joey Santiago, the guitar player.
Joey, sorry.
Joey Santiago, guitar player. I asked you at the beginning of the story, do you know who the Pixies are? You said yes. So I assumed.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know their names.
Okay. Fair enough. My apologies. My apologies.
Tim Deal.
Right.
The important ones.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. So Joey Santiago is 1/4 of that puzzle. So I make, without even thinking about it, after I squeeze my friend Rich's hand, I make a beeline for Joey Santiago. My brain isn't thinking, my feet are carrying me, because here's the only thought in my mind. You never see the Pixies in the wild. They are never to be found. I don't know what metal band I could do to like equate that to you, to make you understand how rare it is to see just a fucking guy on the street. That's how it's just super fucking rare. It never
in New York, it's not that rare. I mean, I'm not trying to nullify your story, but
no, Joe.
Where else are you gonna go?
The Pixies, Joe. The Pixies.
I understand.
You never see the Pixies outside. They come on the stage. They leave the stage. So I make a beeline.
What do you think? They fucking fly there? I know they're Pixies and all, but fucking shit.
well,
How do you think they get in the building?
Well, they got wings, all right. That's why they're.
I understand, but it's still New York, man. There's one way in, one way out.
You know when someone comes towards you and you turn and you have a look on your face like, please don't bother me. I'm frozen right now.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
You know when when someone turns to you and they look at you and they go, please don't bother me. I don't want anybody to bother me. I got 30 minutes before showtime.
That's my
I just want to smoke my cigarette. I just want to smoke my cigarette in peace. He didn't say
he's
any
like,
of that stuff. He just looked at me that way. He just looked at me that way.
He's like, look at this fucking Canadian. What's this kid want?
I reach my hand out. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say. And you know what's funny? My brain has all these things that it wants to say. And then out of my mouth comes, thank you for the... And then I instantly realize that I'm thanking him for a show that he hasn't played yet. So I go, I'm looking forward to a good show tonight. And he just looks at me like, and again, like he's not being rude to me. His face is troubled with like, I don't want attention brought to me. I came out here to smoke a quick cigarette. It's pre-show. Just leave me the fuck alone. Dude.
It's a big responsibility. You don't want to be that guy.
And you know what? And you want to know what?
You got to play that cool.
I fucking tried my best to put the brakes on, and I just said, looking forward to a good show. And then I just turned around and walked away. That was it. And he just went like this. He went and just went back to his wall. That was it. That was the end. And I just sat there going,
thank God you didn't ask for a picture. That would be like, you would have, if you would have blown him up, man, he'd be telling this story about you right now.
Dude, I would never, I wasn't going to ask for a picture, but I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I was drawn like a moth to the light. But I realized, only afterwards what I should have said to him. On their most iconic album, Doolittle, there's a thing where the lead singer, Frank Black, he goes, rock me, Joe. And that's it. And he goes into a guitar solo. I should have walked by Joey Santiago and just whispered in his ear,
rock me, Joe.
Rock me, Joe. And then just kept walking and not said a fucking word.
He might have thought you were Kevin Onto him, though.
Nah, dude, he would have thought that was hilarious. He would have thought that was hilarious.
Well, okay, so like one time I was at an airport trying to get back home from a tour with Adam from Nimvind. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this band Nimvind, but we tour and
Jeff jerked that guy off once.
Yeah. So we were sitting at this lounge having some drinks and having a meal, and we looked over and it's fucking Derek Trucks across from us. Derek fucking Trucks from the Allman Brothers, from the Tedeschi Trucks band, like fucking legendary blues guitar player. Legendary. And you know, it was kind of like, okay, so for me, like I'm like, holy shit, this guy, and I nudge Adam and like show him like a picture online and be like, oh, I think this is him. I was like, oh, okay. But meanwhile, there's fucking assholes that are just like, you know, he's trying to eat his fucking ham sandwich or whatever he was eating, and they're like, can I get a picture with you and whatever, and you know, just tormenting him. It's like, you know, have a guy, let him be, let him, you know.
Can a motherfucker eat a club?
What's the most awkward exchange you've had? What's the most awkward exchange you've had meeting someone like that, like meeting, you know, somebody you looked up to, or?
I think the most awkward. Before I always played music, but I used to work for a company that did office furniture. We built office furniture, and we one day were eating lunch at an IKEA, and we saw Marcus Naslund.
Who the fuck is that? Is he like a Canadian superstar?
Fucking hockey player, you motherfucks! You
didn't know who Joey Santiago was. Come on,
dude. I know one hockey player's name.
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky.
So it's my guy.
Naslund is a fucking awesome fucking hockey
Mark
player.
Messier.
That's good. I know him too.
Mario Lemieux.
By the way, fuck him. Fuck Mark. But Marcus Naslund he was having fucking this shitty, cheap fucking $1 breakfast along with us, and it was so awkward because my coworker was like, I need to get his autograph. So he ripped off a piece of cardboard off of like a box from IKEA and was like, can you sign this for my non-existent daughter? Like pretending he had a daughter to get a fucking autograph. And it was you know, I'm
not bad.
beside him and like in the line. I just want to get my $1 fucking breakfast, you know, like my $1 lunch or whatever, because I'm fucking working building cubicles, like making no money and everything sucks in life.
Want some IKEA meatballs?
I just don't understand autographs.
IKEA
in
meatballs
general.
are good.
I just don't get autographs. Like, I understand if it's a record
Depends.
and you're trying to improve the value of the record, but like a piece of paper, you get an autograph on a piece of paper. Why? What's the point?
I've done it to validate the situation. That's completely unbelievable.
What about a picture?
Otherwise,
Pictures,
it's a receipt.
pictures are much better than autographs, I think.
Before you had a fucking cell phone in your pocket, you know that wasn't possible.
Right.
Yeah. So I agree. Yeah, before you had a picture. Sorry.
With so I had a heartfelt moment with like Davey Havoc. And like we're talking like hair care products. We're talking like weird
Definitely
Italian
jerked him off.
Yeah. No. So I go, my girlfriend at the time is not gonna believe that I had this moment with you. Can I get a photo? And I pull out this like fucking like remember like when you had to like
yeah, the crank. The crank.
Yeah, the cranky.
You're lucky you had it.
Yeah,
the disposables.
Yeah. Well, because I
lucky you had it.
I used to sneak them into concerts all the time. Do you know how many times I have like 99% of Mr. Monster, Gotham Road, Michael Gray, any of those?
So
shows
you blinded Davey Havoc
things.
with your flash.
So I go like this, like, do you mind? And he goes, I'm sorry, because if I take a photo with you, all these other weird kids that are following us.
Fuck
I
him.
knew AFI sucked.
Fuck him.
And I get it.
No.
Because if I took a photo with him, every other fucking weird kid that was just like, following us as we're talking.
Maybe so, but
I get that to an extent, but not on like a fan level. I get it as a professional musician.
And I respected it
because as soon as I started charging for me playing, you want me to play? You need to pay. You know, you have to pay for my work. I can't be like make exceptions.
What do you mean?
That's so different, dude. That's so
different.
No,
I don't think
that's respectable. That's respectable.
No, I totally get what he said.
I get what he said too, but
if you had a moment, if you bonded with him and you hung out with him and you had a meaningful experience, and
he invited me to hang out at AFI, and I was like, you know what?
Listen, if he had a handler who told you that, or if there are people around him who told you that, that's fine.
But like
if you get caught, fanning you.
This is when he was getting catered by what was that label?
DreamWorks. He had a problem with him signing something, right?
No. I said, you know what? My girlfriend's not gonna believe that I'm like hanging out with you. Can I get a photo? And he goes, look.
He said, you don't got a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Well,
he said, look, you know, I've been turning down photos all day. I really don't want to, because if I do one photo, then like people that are following me around are going to want more photos. And I was like, okay, understandable.
Like, okay, how about a hand job?
AFI sucks. Ramy, you know I saw them in Westwood, right?
I know, in the basement, in the garage.
Yeah, in a garage, yeah.
You know what? Like, so, like, I kind of sided
down the street from me at a record shop. What's up?
I kind of side with AFI on this. Like, it sucks, and you want to be the bro. I'm pretty sure that Davey Havoc wanted to be a dude.
And yeah. Okay. I could. Okay. That actually, when you put it that way, I kind of.
What was the setting again, Ramy?
So it was.
That's so. What was the setting? You were outside of a fucking Warped Tour, and he said no. What a dick!
Wait, no, it was
actually okay. I toured the AFI on Warped Tour, and they were dicks. But
it was after a signing where he had to refuse photos all day. And I was like, all right, whatever. But then he said, you want to hang out with me in the band? And I was like, you know what? I got to go back to my girlfriend. I got to go find her.
Even Glenn Danzig doesn't do that when he's got no photo policies. He'll still take a fucking picture with a fan.
Yeah,
fucking
and you want to know
from
something?
things.
Whatever.
You want to know something? And Glenn has done that.
Away from a crowd.
We were backstage at the Danzig Legacy, and Glenn took photos with everybody.
Well, I would say that there is potentially shit that you guys do not know that's going on. That
maybe
I know
that was the thing.
Sure,
DreamWorks was catering them. or
fair is fair, policy is policy. I get it.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't write
when
them
you're
off.
away from the mob, dude.
Okay, just because, like, you know,
we
like,
weren't away from the mob though.
I toured. Like, I love
I know you
it.
got it.
I love AFI, but I toured with AFI, and when I toured with them, they were the biggest divas I've ever met, and like I refused.
You didn't know that
like,
before
you
the
couldn't
tour?
look them in the eye, like Howie. You couldn't look them in the eye.
You couldn't look at the back of their album and tell that they were the biggest divas you ever saw?
I could not look at fucking Davey in the eye because he had a fucking doily fucking.
Because he looked like fucking Danzig on the back cover of fucking Danzig 5 and fucking except like he looks like transvestite Danzig.
Come on.
He looks like Danzig dressed in drag.
We're gonna make fun of we are gonna make fun of fucking Davey for imitating Davey Havoc when we're celebrating horror punk, which is basically everybody just trying to be the Misfits. Come on.
AFI's wow. The only cool AFI thing Davey Havoc ever did was Son of Sam, and that's a luck shot.
Can I be honest with you about that? I have to say one thing.
No, you know what? The All Hallows EP is cool.
I'm going to say something.
He fucking slaughters.
I don't think
also,
that
very, very proud of you.
his vocals are not suited for that Son of Sam album. I'm sorry.
He did it. He didn't. They're not. But he did such a great. Listen, Jeff. His vocal lines are so appropriate.
That's my only exposure to Davey Havoc, by the way. I have never listened to AFI.
Really? His vocal lines on the Son of Sam record are exactly what Glenn would have sang.
Jeff,
one AFI song. That's the only
vocal
song I have.
lines, the patterns are exactly what Glenn would have fucking, or you know, it's along those lines. He nailed it.
Like the Son of Sam album?
I love the Son of Sam album. Okay. I constantly.
Whenever I saw the exception of his voice,
I can't tell you the countless times I've spoken to Steve Zing and been like, dude, first of all, I want a third Son of Sam album. And I'm always telling him, Steve, you should just sing the album. Like, don't bother with any lead singers. You should just be the singer, dude.
Steve's a fantastic singer, dude.
Legally, Son of Sam is the original 4. The second album does not
it's
count.
not going to happen without Todd Youth. But
I know.
And Todd dead.
Yes,
but
I know it's not going to happen.
The second album should have happened without Davey.
Yeah, but this was spoken. Hold on. When I spoke to Steve about this, Todd Youth was still alive, and I don't know what went on between the two of them or whatever. None of my business. I don't know. But at that time, a third Son of Sam album was absolutely feasible. And
wasn't Todd Youth in fucking Motorhead? That might have been what it was.
Yeah,
bro.
Todd Youth was in a ton
That'll
of
do it. That'll
Todd
do
Youth
it.
Was playing for Ace Frehley. Todd Youth was playing for Glenn Diamond, Neil Diamond, somebody Diamond.